In the course to the English grammar, steps are like that: sound, then meaning, then word, and then parts of speech, and at the same time emergence of phrases. Phrases, as we discussed, are the conceptual grammatical units. Moving from the phrases, or even while talking phrases, discussing phrases, we talk about 5 types of phrases: noun phrase, adjective phrase, adverb phrase, verb phrase, and prepositional phrase. Immediately after that, another thing that jumps into the discussion is phrasal verb. And today we will be discussing phrasal verb. So far as definition of phrase is concerned, we are already aware about it is a conceptual unit. When it comes to verb phrase and phrasal verb, the distinction is required here to be made specifically clear. And for that purpose, verb phrase stands for 2-3 words doing or functioning as the verb in a particular given sentence. If 2 or 3 words are being used in that way, they will be known as verb phrase. But when it comes to phrasal verb, it means that the verb plus adverb, or verb plus preposition, or in certain cases verb plus preposition or verb plus adverb plus preposition. This unit and jointly they function for 2 meanings. They serve 2 major meaningful purposes. One is literary meaning, literal meaning, and another one is literary meaning. Literal and literary. Literary meaning can be enhanced, and that can add value in the form of third meaning, that is known as figurative meaning. So, phrasal verb can serve 2 purposes. One, word for word meaning, another one is figurative meaning. And when it comes figurative meaning, then meaning is added, something is added, something is enhanced in the different meaning other than the words, means something like beyond the words, meaning beyond the words, it comes in the chance of is by the use of phrasal verb. For understanding, one thing I would like to clear at the very beginning of the phrasal verb, that they are not the part of formal English, rather they are part of informal English. So they are less formal, even if they are accepted in language, they are less formal and more informal. So phrasal verbs are informal in nature. They serve for meaning beyond the words. They serve for literal meaning as well as literary or figurative meaning. And they, so far as their construction is concerned, phrasal verbs are made up of verb plus adverb, or in some cases verb plus prepositional. So it can be called as prepositional phrasal verb, or you can say phrasal verb that will be verb plus adverb. Now it comes that whether they do carry object or not. So phrasal verb can have, if the construction is verb plus adverb, they can have, in certain cases they can have object, or in certain cases they cannot have object. Options are both. But when they are come in the construction of prepositional verb, they mostly carry objects with them. Objects are there, existence of objects are there. certain phrasal verbs, they have one word parallel also, and they do have one parallel word in the meaning, like seek for. He is seeking for something. Seek for stand for searching. And then in the same way, discriminate, distinguish, some are equivalent, parallel, they do have. And then when it comes like some construction, verb plus adverb plus preposition, means adverb and prepositions are also coming along with the verb. But in such construction, verb will be first used and then adverb will be second used, preposition will be the last one. Like look after on, look down on, look down upon. These are certain phrasal verbs of that kind. Like leaves are moving on, leaves are fallen from the tree. These are certain things we need to take care of. After moving from this step, we will find that how these verbs are constructed, these phrasal verbs emerge. What is the root cause of the advent or emergence or of the phrasal verb? And in such cases, we will notice that sometimes they emerge from daily life, routine life. In certain cases, they also come from specific situation. They come from daily life. One, they come from a specific situation. They come from technological advancement and the development of the life. And sometimes there are a specific terminology, like some phrasal verb for media, some phrasal verb for business, some phrasal verb for industry. They crop up and they are very much in continuation, adoption, emergence and use of our daily life. But they add meaning, they add value to the given sentence. Immediately after that, I would like to hand over the talk to Priyanka, who is going to be focusing on the phrasal verb, new phrasal verb and phrasal verb from media or press.
Hi, myself Priyanka. I would like to tell you first of all what is a phrasal verb. A phrasal verb is a verb made up of an ordinary verb plus an adverb or preposition or both. For example, give in, set off. These are the example of phrasal verb. The meaning of phrasal verb can be quite different from the meaning of a verb from which it is composed. And you are hurried to know about where do the new phrasal verb come from. New phrasal verb come from new invention and new activities, and new names and verbs are discovered to describe them. And from literal meaning to figurative meaning. Plow back originally mean to return a crop that you have grown to the soil. Adding particle for emphasizing. Sometimes a simple verb can turn into a phrasal verb without any real change in its meaning. Let us take an example. Professor Jones will head up an international team. And then new phrasal verb in modern life, in business and communication and in personal life. First of all, in business and communication, fax out a document, fire off an email. And in personal life, work out in the gym, chill out and watch TV, lighten up. And now the phrasal verb in media. Manager step down after against cup disaster. Union take on management over new shift. President aim to win back voters. President flies for talks. Democrats call for tougher sentencing. Inflation shoots up. United roam ahead. Star whisked away to honeymoon hideaway. Government climbs down over new road. Thank you.
Thank you, Priyanka, for giving such a brief projection on new words cropping up from daily life, new words, new phrasal verbs, and also new verbs being used in newspaper and media. Newspaper and media, they project our daily life and they paint it, and they they use it sometime, like even people are talking print media. New word is coming for print media is like dead tree media. Not only this, sometime even noun they work as verb and they take some adverb for that, like report on and report over, and then some nouns are functioning as verb, or even some other adjectives are functioning as verb, and they add to the they spice the meaning of sentence, and for that purpose they are used. So we can say that sometime they are figurative, even sometimes they carry multiple meaning, and like get by, get over, then look after, and some one phrasal verb can carry multiple meaning as per as its use in the sentence. And even like noun and adjective, they are also adding meaning to it. Sometime uh, object can come in between the phrasal verb, and sometime object come towards the end of the phrasal verb, like give up it. Here object is towards the end, but give it up, object is in between. Object it is between give and up. Give it up. Keep up it. Keep up it. It is the object, and keep it up. Keep it up. It is in between. That way. But when object is a very long sentence, it is advisable to use that particle part, that adverb or preposition before the object. It is very much wise in use. And here finally I would like to hand over the talk to Puneet for giving his recapitulation and recapitulating the whole talk and the on phrasal verb with his own final impression and opinion. Over to Puneet.
Hello, I am Puneet. Here is a recapitulation of the phrasal verb. Phrasal verb is a verb or an auxiliary verb, an adverb or preposition, or both. They are not usually common, but either combination of adjusting verb or particle or whole phrase. Example, given set of look upon down, extra. The phrasal verb turn up in the language in the all the time, but where do they come from? From the new invention and the activity appear, new names and the verbs. From literal meaning to figurative meaning, new opposite, new verb from nouns and adjectives, adding particle for emphasizing. New phrasal verb in the modern life, in business and the communication. Example, fax out a document, fire off an email. In personal life, work out the gym, extra. The phrasal verb in the media, Robin goes out after a decade on the council. Prime Minister aimed to win back after the voters. The most common phrasal verb. The most common phrasal verb appear have a single word equivalent. A single word equivalent has the same context or has a slightly different meaning. If we see the example that find out means as a discover. Find out is used for the facts and the information, whereas the discovery is used for that we are the first person to learn about something such as place or scientific technique. They are the some tips for the phrasal verb. Some verbs plus adverb combination is work as a noun. Example, handout for the student. If you know the meaning of each word in the phrasal verb, you have to not learn the each phrasal verb separately. This example, down means to the ground. We can judge the meaning of the knock down and cut down a tree. And the third point is that some verb can be either with object or preposition. Example, I paid the bill, but I paid for the meal. Thanks a lot.
Really nice, Puneet, and you helped me out by giving the fine recapitulation. Today we considered the value and use of phrasal verb in our daily life and coming into language, and we also focused on their significance and use. Finally, we came to the note that even some phrasal verbs are having equivalent single words, but it is better to use phrasal verb for spicing up the language. And ultimately we came that after discussing the phrases, we discussed the phrasal verb, and we discussed phrasal verb in terminology with the construction like verb with adverb and verb with preposition. And we also find that some of the uh, commonly used adverbs like over, off, down, they are very common in the use for making up new phrasal verbs. They fix with any particular verb and they make the sentence. Sometimes they look for object, and sometimes they are without object. Like, what are you looking at? What do you want to find out? What are you seeking for? What are you noticing at? So sometimes noticing at and report to, like these are phrasal verbs where noun are turning as the verb. Like, he came to my village in a motor. He motored down to my village. When we talk about motored down, motor is being a noun being used as verb, and it is motored down to. Motor, noun converted into verb, down adverb, and to preposition. So motored down to my village. These are certain specific examples. Very soon we will come up with the new talk on that will be clauses, because before studying sentences we need to focus phrases, clauses, and before understanding clauses we need to study phrases. Phrases, again to repeat, they are conceptual unit. They are not complete sentences. They cannot make a complete sense, but they are conceptual unit, but they are an integral, important, unforgettable, remindable, and remember worthy part of the sentence. That's it for today. Thank you.